First of all, thanks for coming out today. We're pleased to welcome Josh Smith to the Detroit Pistons. Josh was the number one guy that we went after in free agency. We made a decision internally that he was the guy that we really wanted to pursue in free agency. The primary reason for Josh being the number one guy and the player that we wanted to pursue the most was because of his versatility. Josh is a 6'9" athletic forward. He can play both positions. He plays both ends of the floor. He's had success individually and team-wise in Atlanta. And we looked at him and just felt like this would be a really good fit for our team, to really upgrade the talent on our team as much as anything, to bring someone in that's, that has his ability to impact the game and to affect the game on both ends of the floor. So we looked at all of the free agents out there that we felt like could come in and help elevate us, elevate our talent level, elevate our ability to have chances to win games. And Josh was that guy for us. So we're extremely pleased to have come to a deal with Josh, to have him here for the next 4 years and hopefully beyond that. And we're just, it's a good day for us. It's a very good day for the Pistons. And so with that, I'll turn it over to Josh and let him say a few words.
Thank you. I'm very excited. When I first met with, Joe, he had me sold, from the word go. This is an organization that is a successful organization. I've always wanted to be a part of a good organization that has, a lot of diehard fans. This is the first time I've ever seen a lot of people like this at a press conference. So this is definitely new to me, and I'm just excited to be able to get things started. We have a good young nucleus. We have a lot of potential. When I sat down and looked at this roster, I felt like, that we were going to be a playoff team this year, and with just the growth of the young guys and just the leadership that I can bring to the table, I feel like we can be an elite basketball team. We just have to put our best foot forward and work hard.
Josh, you've been able to watch this team being in Atlanta for 7 years, just kind of what you've seen it be a championship team to a franchise that needs talented players like yourself. So let's kind of talk about the roster and then how you see yourself fitting in as far as how you'll contribute.
Well, despite, the records for the past, previous years, this was a team that you always had to know that, when you stepped on the floor, you had to play hard. If you didn't play hard, you was going to get beat. And, they have a lot of, like I said, a lot of young talent, Greg Monroe, Andre Drummond, the kid that was just drafted, Pope. Brandon Knight is a really good point guard, up-and-coming point guard. And, I just see myself just trying to fill that leadership role, being able to be vocal, and just make sure we are in the right direction as far as where we need to be at is trying to be a contender. And, all I can do is just play hard. I know these guys play extremely well. They play hard. They just, probably needed a little direction as far as, what needed to be, said or done as far as getting it to the next level. And I feel like, I can help.
Josh, what did it mean to you that the Pistons met with you at the first possible moment? And beyond that, it was reported that the meeting lasted about 5 hours and your side found it intriguing. What did it mean to you, and what specifically did you find intriguing?
I mean, Joe let me know that, this is a winning organization, and You know, it's a top-notch organization. You know, I've heard it from other players, and you know, I just felt comfortable. That's probably why the meeting was so long, because we really wasn't even discussing about basketball. We was talking about just everyday life, and I felt so comfortable. You know, just sitting there having a conversation, and just talking about everything besides basketball. I knew that basketball-wise that this was a good organization because of the blueprint that was left behind by him and Isaiah and you know, all those other guys. And then, you know, when Rasheed Wallace came and you know, Chauncey Billups when they won, you know that this organization is used to winning. And, you know, I knew that it wasn't going to take that much time for it to turn around. And I feel like, you know, with the addition of me, I feel like, you know, we can be a contender. We're definitely a playoff team, but we can be a contender if we work hard at it.
Josh, I noticed you talking about playoffs and being a contender right now. Is it the idea that you can actually have that kind of voice on a team that makes Detroit maybe the ideal place instead of another team where there may have been some older established players and maybe your voice would have been harder to hear?
I don't know. I mean, you know, I think I'm well respected in this league, so I think that if I were to say anything, no matter where I was playing for, I think it'd be heard. But it's nothing like, you know, having guys, young guys, that are willing to listen, that want to get better, that want to take that next step. And, you know, that's what the most, you know, intriguing thing was to me. Knowing that these players want to get to that next level, they work hard, and, you know, it's all about being able to be policed, including myself. So I think as long as we get everything established where, you know, we can say things to each other and people don't take it personal, you know, I look at it as being, you know, beneficial.
Hey, Joe. How you doing? A few years ago when the Tigers were in this situation, they signed Pudge, and that had a ripple effect. Other free agents signed, now they're good. Do you see this as a similar impact signing where others may follow?
You would certainly hope so, Fred. You know, to go out and get a talent like this was really important for us for where we are right now. It was important for us to go out and to be in a position to attract a talent like Josh. And, you know, we would hope so, Fred. We would hope that other guys would see the impact of what he's going to have here. And usually what happens is once guys see that a talent like this decides to go to a team, normally it attracts other guys to come as well. And so we certainly hope it has the same effect.
Josh, you spent your whole career in Atlanta. Just individually for yourself, do you think a change of scene is maybe something that can inspire you to play a little better now?
I don't know. I still think that I haven't reached my ceiling. I felt like it was a need for me to, you know, I've been a winner in Atlanta. You know, we made it to 3 consecutive second-round appearances. But I look at an organization in Detroit who's won multiple championships and who's made it to that next level, and they know what it takes in order to get to the next level, and I wanted to be a part of that. You know, it's hard for you to be in a situation where you know, you look around and nobody around you has won anything but maybe a playoff series, and then you go to another situation where you know, he's won playoff rings and he's been successful as a player and as a you know, an executive business mind. So why not this would be an attractive place for me to decide to go.
Joe, you had 2 big pieces already in place on that front line. This is the third one. Talk about, as you decided that this was the guy you wanted, you obviously had a vision of those 3 playing together. Can you talk about that vision?
Yeah, part of it is that the NBA is becoming less and less about specific positions. Most of the time what you see right now is people put their best players on the floor, and you figure out as you get out there how to match up. And so it's not so much about trying to identify a specific position. Although we know Josh is a forward that has played both the small and the power forward position. But once the game starts and you start substituting and you can look out on the floor and you can see Monroe, you can see Drummond, you can see Josh. You know, you substitute Monroe or Drummond, you can see Josh moving to the 4 spot. So with him, the versatility of him is what was most attractive, as opposed to just one position. And that's when you look around the NBA now, man. You see people. You know, you see LeBron play anywhere from 1 to 2 to 3 to 4. At times he was guarding Duncan. And so we see Josh in that same vein as someone that can play multiple positions and match up with whoever. I was watching tape of him the other night, and I didn't even realize when you guys played the Lakers, you were guarding Kobe. And so I didn't even know he was guarding 2 guards at the time. So I can't say I did all of my homework because I didn't even know he was guarding them. So.
It went pretty well. You got to ask me that.
Yeah. Don't make me lie. I don't know.
He dunked on me one time. I ain't gonna, you know, he got me one time, you know. But I think I made him work though.
Yeah. So anyway, I think the versatility is what's attractive to us. Is that this is a guy that can guard 2s, 3s, 4s, and that's what the NBA is all about now.
Josh, to your left, talk about the other options you had. In this process and how, you know, this you came to this spot?
This was my option. That's it. I didn't have any other options. This is the team who I wanted to play for, so everything else was I wasn't worried about it.
Josh, being in the East, you get to see a lot of the Pistons, and particularly the double overtime game last year. Can you just talk specifically about Greg Monroe and Andre Drummond and what you see with them and how you see your talents kind of meshing with theirs?
Well, Greg Monroe is a pretty good big. You know, he can shoot the outside jump shot. He's a great passer at the top of the key, and he has pretty good post moves. You know, and then you have Andre, who's very young, athletic, plays hard. That's all you ask for a young guy to do at his age, just play hard, and everything else will factor in. And you know, I look at myself fitting right along with those guys. I mean, I feel like, you know, we can do some special things together, you know, in that front court, and you know, I feel like it'll be pretty hard for teams to score on us. You know, so you know, with all that length and athleticism, you know, we're going to be I think we're going to be a scary team defensively.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Folks, huh?